Can't do that. All right. Hi, my name is Travis Yang, otherwise known as April Terran, General Manager of Sloth Esports Club, and with me I have
A washed up scrub.
Washed Up
At
Scrub.
StarCraft, aka Astrea, who has not been relevant ever.
Astrea, for those of you who don't know, he is a very high-level NA American protoss player. He competed in WCS Premier League as well as WCS Challenger back, I believe, 2014, 2015. He competed with Root, our team as well. And I guess NMX way back in the day for those people who know that. But yeah. So
Oh
the
no, who's here?
Monroe, get
Oh,
out of here,
okay.
Monroe. We're filming
But
something. Watch the stream,
but
Monroe. Watch the stream.
what stream?
My stream. All right, off to a great start. But
That's fine.
yeah, no, that's fine. It's fine.
Uh,
But okay, so real quick introduction. The purpose of this. This is obviously a pilot episode, but the goal of this kind of show idea is basically we want to just look at higher level replays, and instead of doing play-by-play stuff as you see on the stream, we want to come in and just kind of find those really cool engagements that may have happened during a game, and just kind of break it down a little bit more. Talk about how this engage happened, how it affects the game, the context of it. These are things that casters might not be able to explain on the fly, just because they have to keep the game still going live. They don't have time to really go in depth about what happened. So hopefully we can talk about that a little bit more, and maybe you'll learn something, maybe you won't. Yeah. So without further ado, Max will take control and he'll lead us into this game.
Let's do it. Yes, as Travis was saying, the goal of our Big Brain show is to increase the gray matter in the brain while playing StarCraft, and hopefully we can accomplish that. Okay, let's look at this.
Scientific research has shown that the more replays you watch, the more brain matter you develop.
Scientific replays, Scientific analysis has shown that watching this show will increase your IQ by 100%.
By one. Right. Wait a second.
So if you have a 100 IQ, you'll become 200 IQ. That's a 100% increase.
Is that? Oh, it is.
Oh, see, look, Travis' IQ was already. It's already working. All right, let's see what Patience does this game. This show, Travis didn't mention it, but I am a Protoss player, so as long as I'm the big brain on the show, it'll mainly be from the Protoss perspective, but I'll try to throw in some stuff for the other races. But obviously, I play Protoss. So let's see what Patience does.
Oh, and I guess one unrelated to stream, but I can't view your camera. It seems.
Yeah. I don't know how should we deal with it.
I'll just do the best, and then as you're talking, I'll just click where you're. Well, we can look into that more later. Maybe there's a solution.
Yeah.
For now.
All right. Well. Okay. So far, Patience is opening up super standard. Elazer's opening up super standard. I've watched a few Elazer replays. Elazer plays a. What's the word? He plays lame. He's pretty lame.
He's pretty lame. Wow.
Yeah, he's pretty lame. He just does like a 55 drone Hydra all-in or something pretty much every game, and it's really hard to hold. But it is lame.
But it's lame. It's good, but it's lame.
Yes, it's like game time of old almost.
Whoa.
I think game time gets like 65 or something. But anyway,
this is gonna turn into one of those streams where we're just bashing Elazer, bashing. Are you bashing the Zergs? You're just bashing the Zergs. You're like all of these. They're just lame.
Nah, man. Game time knows it. He knows that's what he does.
Oh, you do. Oh my.
Sometimes he throws in the lurkers. Sometimes he throws in the dropper lords. That's cool, but
overall, it's a 5 out of 10. It's pretty lame. No. Wow.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, third base for Zerg. Standard Oracle. Yeah, so pretty much every Protoss gets a Stargate. What matters is what he does after. Okay, Robo. So that looks like an arc drop probably. Yep. This is all very standard so far.
So can you describe a little bit more about, what did Elazer see? What did Patience see kind of in the early game? to
Uh-huh.
get us to this point, or are they both kind of just doing their own thing right now?
Sure. Let's see. What to do, Elazer. So a lot of protosses have been going Phoenix first, and then they place their tech after the Overlord is killed. So the Zerg actually has a lot of trouble figuring out what goes on in this matchup. If Protoss goes Phoenix first, let's see. So far, if we look at Patience Vision, he's gonna see the third base. So yeah, so to Patience, everything is standard. One thing you can do is run your Adept into the natural, and ooh, I can't ping the minimap. I'm trying to ping natural, but I can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you see like 8 or so drones there when your first Adept comes, that means he's been droning the whole time and he doesn't have a crazy amount of link. So to Patience, nothing is happening so far. To Elazer, all he knows is there's a Stargate play, and that can lead into pretty much anything. So yeah, that fast Phoenix. And now Patience, after the Overlord is throws on the Robo. So pretty much Patience is going to know everything because he's got this Phoenix and the Oracle, and Elazer kind of has to guess what's going on. There are some things you can do, like sometimes players will get Overlord speed, but that's not too common. So Elazer's pretty much got a guess here. Alright, this is all standard though. Let's see. Yeah, so he's doing Archon drop, which is very standard right now. Oh my gosh, Elazer is going for the 43 drone Nidus network.
Wow, and you were calling him boring, and here we got a Nidus play.
You know, I don't want to balance mine, but I think Nidus worms are OP. You can't kill. Look at this shit. You can't kill it when it's. This is so strong.
What a feeling of dread.
How can you not? Oh my gosh, Nidus worms make me so angry.
He should build a building on top of the Nidus swarm.
Look at this shit. 3 queens are gonna come out and it's gonna be unkillable. Wow, can you actually stop units from coming out of the Nidus worm?
Wait, is that what he did? He put the.
Whoa! What?
Can we
Can you do
take
that?
can we take a let's get a rewind on that?
Holy
get a
shit!
second take on that.
I did not know you could do that.
Well,
Wow.
so one queen still comes out after the force field, but nothing else comes out.
Yeah. Wow, I had no clue that was a thing.
I think what
That's
he
so
did
cool.
is by surrounding the Nidus swarm and the force field. It's like if
Yeah.
you have a building with too many buildings around it, right? The
Yeah.
unit won't spawn, so that's what he did.
Right, that makes sense. I just still didn't know that was possible. I wonder if... Yeah, the force... I wonder if the probes in the force... Wow, that's cool. Okay. I might have to take it back. Maybe Nidus worms are playable. I think he's still gonna lose, but... I didn't know you could do that. Let's see. Yeah, look at that, like, that queen, like, squirted out by the robot.
Yeah.
Is he gonna hold this? No way.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's gonna hold this. There's no way, yeah. Oh, he kills the Nidus. No, he doesn't.
He doesn't even... Okay. Alright, so this is a pretty straightforward game, it looks like. It just ended with the one play there.
Well, let's figure out if Patience could have done anything to maybe figure out it was happening faster or defend that better.
Sure.
But to be honest, I didn't even know you could block units from coming out of the Nidus.
Right.
Let's see.
I mean, so yeah, I guess the key here from the Protoss perspective is what could Patience have seen to indicate that, if anything, maybe there's nothing that can be seen, you know, unless he just happens to see the Nidus in the main, but or at the Zerg side, but.
Let's see. So I'm just gonna kind of assume that there's nothing Elazer could have done better because it's a pretty simple play. I don't think Elazer.
Right. He didn't get pressured anything. He didn't lose, that many drones. Did he lose any drones? He lost one drone.
He lost one.
So
yeah. So let's just see how does Patience out. Yeah. So Elazer built the Nidus network in a really smart spot. So it's kind of hard to.
Right. So Patience does not see the Nidus network.
Yes. I wonder if the layer was any faster than normal. I have a feeling. The layer finishes at 4:45. Huh. To be honest, I don't know when the layer normal. I think.
Right, like let's think about it
timelines.
from your perspective. If you were just playing
Mhm.
Elazer or some Zerg, and you were, you got your scout off, well, like this would be the last thing in your head, right? Like you would not expect a Nidus to
Yes.
come down and then pop up in your nat. So,
Surprisingly enough, no one on any does this.
all right.
um, I don't know if there's any tip-off so far.
Maybe it's just a matter of knowing the timing. If the Nidus goes down at this time, that's when I send my Phoenix back in, something like that. And
Maybe.
just check for it.
I feel like there's probably not one set time you could throw down a Nidus, because you could probably wait for a few more drones and get Hydras instead of the Nidus, or just.
Elazer, so you're saying Elazer just, he saw his opportunity, he ran the links up to the net, he saw there's nothing here, I'm going to do it right now.
I'm saying even within the build itself, Elazer could have chosen to throw.
There's a few
Nidus
different
down later.
opportunities, okay. At this point, Elazer doesn't know the third just got up, so it just happens to be a very good time because half of Patience's units are at the third. And he sees nothing in the net, so maybe he thinks Patience is pushing across, or I'm not sure, but
Yeah, we're 5:30 is about normally when you Archon. Okay. So he would have warped in for an Archon right now if it hadn't been for this, but.
So this is more. So you think Elazer is doing this more as like a counter timing to?
No. This was his plan all along. I'm just saying Patience normally would.
Now, do you think? But do you think Elazer thought out that far? Like this is if Patience was doing.
No, I don't think. I think it's just.
He was just gonna do this regardless.
It's possible he was hoping that. Actually, if Elazer waits about 20 more seconds till 5:30, 5:50 rather, the Archon will have warped in. I wonder if that would be even better.
Right, and you can imagine if this is for an important game, and Elazer knows how Patience plays. Maybe this was something he just kind of banked on. Like the indicators seem to look like Patience is going to do the Archon drop. I'll just go ahead and commit to this Nidus, right?
Yeah, there's like a few options out of Stargate. I wonder if any of them would be particularly better. Honestly, I feel like Archon drop might be. You've also got double feed, which is Protoss sometimes do, which sounds to me versus this. Especially how many clean? 7? I think double Phoenix. And Protosses sometimes go for Glaive Adept. Maybe Glaive Adept would versus this, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Glaive Adept would probably be. Like, if you were just lottoing builds,
right,
and Elazer was doing this, that might be the best chance. But I think Archon drop should be okay, so I don't think Elazer was. Out of all the builds Protoss has, I don't think Elazer was banking on. I think he was just gonna.
Gotcha.
Like a lame.
Lame.
Elazer all wins every game, dude, and it was really hard to stop. It makes me mad. But, okay, sorry. I should stop bashing on.
Hey, if you wanna play through the engagement and we can just see, because I think Patience's response was, I mean, the best he could have done, right? He drops the shield battery, he immediately pulls all his probes.
I think he should cancel this third right away so he could warp in.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. I don't think he cancels it actually.
Oh, he loses 3 units. How did he lose these 3?
These 3 units were at the third the whole time.
Oh yeah, maybe he should recall these so he doesn't. Them. This is actually pretty smart by Elazer to put it in a natural, because he knows that Patience's army is at the third.
Right, because he sent. That's what I meant. He sent the links right here.
Right.
He sees, okay, there's nothing here. And he possibly sees the Warp Prism and Oracle with one of his creep tumors. I'm not sure, how when he noticed it, but it's just all those factors come together, and he makes a split decision. Like, okay, this is my chance. I'm just gonna.
I see.
I'm gonna take it right here. So.
Yes. Yeah. I think you're. Yeah. I understand what you're trying to say. Yeah. I think you're right. It's probably a good idea to put it at the natural because Protosses usually put their units at the third anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One other thing is with this build, he's at 43 drones. I think if he just kills the third and a bit of the army of patience, it's probably still a playable position even.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he can definitely cancel the third. And he's got his own third well established. No, has not been pressured at all. I mean, he would come out pretty far ahead. I'm not sure.
If he just cancels at the third, I'm not sure he comes out ahead, but I think it's playable. Because he has no upgrades. Patience is starting his plus.
Gotcha.
And he only has 43 drones. And then if Patience hold it off, he'll start being an Archon drop, not make it easy to drone up. But with no third, I think it's playable. So I don't know. This seems like a really strong, annoying build from Elazer. All right, let's see if Patience could have done anything better without having discovered the Nidus network. Because honestly, it seems like unless something I see Hearthstone do sometimes, run the Phoenix along the outside of the Zerg's base. Like I can't ping, but like he'll run it around like the bottom of the map and then up the right side of the map. That way he'll see if there's any buildings on the fringe of Zerg.
Okay. Because that's where Zerg's going to hide it, kind of.
Exactly. So if Patience had done that, he might have seen the Nidus network.
Right. We see his Phoenix, right after the initial scout, his Phoenix is just idle patrol.
Yes, yeah. So that's potentially something Patience could have done to see the Nidus. If he knows it's coming, then he can just throw down 3 shield batteries at the Nat, and he should be fine. But if he doesn't know it's coming, let's watch this again.
Right. So now he's purely reacting to the push as it's happening.
Right. How long does a Nidus take? 14 seconds? I guess 14 seconds. I wonder... So shield batteries take a long ass time. 29. I wonder if it's better to throw down...
Cannons?
Yeah. Oh wait, they also take 29 seconds. I'm a baddie. I thought shield batteries took more time.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Cannons versus shield battery. Cannons would be the better option, right?
Maybe because Patience doesn't have any. If Patience had an Immortal out, I would say shield battery because the shield battery could just keep the Immortal alive. But with no heavy hitting units, maybe cannons. Actually, shield batteries are cheaper too.
Right, because he doesn't get an Immortal out. There's no way. He knows that it's not happening.
Yeah, he can't get the Immortal out in time. What? Immortal stick? No way. But your first suggestion, like walling off the Nidus, I wonder if that would actually work, seeing as the force field's blocked in the units.
Right, because clearly he knew. He instantly dropped the force. So clearly he knew he could stop the units. He pulled the probes for the express purpose of, preventing the units from getting out. So clearly he knows. And he puts down the shield batteries. So what if he puts the shield batteries right next to the Nidus? And that it splits up the Zerg's units even more and makes them less effective. I mean, I agree. It's already a pretty crappy situation, right, for Patience. He's already in a very bad spot. He lost half his army at the third. So it's just how can he possibly survive the situation? And maybe it's just that he hasn't played through this that many times.
I mean, who has?
Right, exactly. He's like, oh, Elazer, you dirty. Anyways.
Yes.
But yeah.
So, yeah, maybe we'll take command and see if we can wall that off real fast. But okay, so the first mistake he made is he should either recall these units at the third. Looks like his main has energy, or he should shade the adepts in and at least
home, right?
Get the adepts safely in. But these 3 units are actually. And
Right, and that actually just noticed. That's why Elazer pulls the Zerglings back. I think he realizes pretty instantly, like, okay, there's no units here. There must be at the third. There must be a third started, and if I can kill half his army, then that pretty much seals the deal. Which is exactly what he does. He immediately takes Lings back once he gets the Nidus dropped to kill off the third, and then he comes back to finish the job. So
yes, good play by Elazer, for sure. Also, I think patience. So these Lings are here. If he just walls off with a pylon or a shield battery, the front of his wall, then those Lings aren't going to contribute at all when the Nidus pops up. So he should definitely be doing that. Okay, let's. Like, if he blocks the one entrance with a shield battery real fast, those Lings aren't doing shit.
exactly.
So that would have been advisable. But
Right.
okay, let's see. You know, I bet Patience was banking on not letting any.
Right. I don't think anything gets through, right? I think I don't want to read too much into it, and this, it's a very tough spot. I feel like he tried to time up the probe pull. It came in just a little bit too late, I think.
Yes, yeah.
If they had managed to get on both sides, I think it would have prevented even those first queens from getting out.
Yeah. If he had force fielded before the Nidus got up, you're saying?
Yeah, or something like that, because he knew the Nidus would come and he knew what was going to happen.
If you want to see something funny, look at Elazer's cam. When the Nidus pops up, he keeps trying to rally the Nidus to different spots to get his units out.
Oh, he's trying to find the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at this, the way he rallies. Like.
Yeah. He's like, right side.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, I think. So maybe there's two things that we talked about. One of them is trying to wall it off completely with buildings, and one of them is just fields coming up faster. Let's try both of those. Let's take command of the replay and see if either of those work. All right. Okay, so let's go here. Go to right here. Okay, so I'll be the protoss, I guess.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is try to spam. Oh, you know, one other thing I was thinking you could try, although it sounds kind of hard, is to warp in Templar instead of sentries and feedback the queens where they get the transfuse.
Templars instead of sentries.
Yeah.
If
then it comes down to whether or not you can feedback the queens before they can transfuse.
But then after, how much energy did these queens have? Would it have mattered if they? I mean.
Well, they can't transfuse anymore, right? That's the big thing.
I see.
Like, he gets. If he warped in 4 Templar here and did the same surround with probes, I'm wondering if he could feedback the queens and kill the Nidus Swarm before any healing takes place.
If anything, I think the force field blocks the probes from.
Yeah, I think it does too.
So I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a situation where there's no perfect. Right, if you don't force field the Nidus, then more units come out, and then you lose. But if you force field it, you temporarily prevent units from coming out, but then you can't kill the Nidus. I think this is the better option. I think dropping the force field is.
I think you're right.
The best play.
Feedbacking before the transfuse card. I've tried it before. Okay, well let's take command of this here. See what we can. So I'm gonna try. Right. I'm gonna try to force field before the Nidus comes up. Whereas he force fielded after and let 2 queens out.
Okay.
So I'll try that first.
Okay. Just gonna warn you, I'm very bad, but we'll
Well,
So-
all you have to do is rally out.
okay.
Try to rally
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Unit.
Try to rally out units. So the queen's already going in, I think, to the knights. Okay, go ahead
Are
whenever.
they- is there, yeah, everything's going in. Okay. I'm gonna be patience. I'm as good as patience, and
Right,
Travis
right.
is as good as you.
I'm Elazer.
Let me warp in 4 centuries.
Oh my gosh, my arrow keys don't work. Oh, this
Oh.
is crazy. Okay, okay.
Oh
okay.
fuck! Oh fuck! I like
Okay, okay.
Oh, I force fielded way too early. Oh no!
Oh, it's working. It's working.
Can you not get units out?
No, I can't.
Oh shit!
Okay, so
Did you try rallying a bunch of different ways?
I did not try. I just tried spamming D. Oh, did you leave the replay?
Oh, okay. I guess we can't go back to the.
All right, I'm leaving this.
Okay, let's try one more before we leave this replay. All right, that seems legit. I learned something new. You can block units.
Yeah, that went from bad to better than what happened in the game. So let's taking a look at that. Yeah, I don't know if he had energy. He did have energy, right? Because you were able to do it. So
Energy for.
So if he had just dropped the force fields in a triangle like you did around the entire nidus, nothing would be able to get out. I think only 2 queens got out from me.
I think the main thing was his timing, because the first 2 queens got out before he.
Right, and then
But the probes actually blocked them from the right. So I think Patience actually had the right idea. He just messed up.
right, just maybe
Which
a
is-
misclick, something like that. You know, which happens. You can't really do anything about that.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe it might not have even been a misclick, but you don't want to use your force fields too early either.
Exactly, just wasn't sure exactly what's happening.
So maybe you got to say, look, that happened at 5:28.
Right.
Nidus worms take 12 seconds, 14 seconds. So maybe you got to look right at your clock when the Nidus worm goes down and say, I have to force field exactly at 5:40. So if I ever play Nidus worm in my natural, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look right at the timer and force field that time. How long do force fields last? 11 seconds? That's plenty of time. Alright, let's try this one more time, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to see if something else works. Alright, you ready, Travis?
All right, so I'm just gonna spam. All
Just
the
try to get
options.
your.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we gotta keep it. Let's keep it rated G, Max, please. Please.
Wait, what?
No, nothing. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
What? How did your queen get past my... What? How did your queen get past my pylon wall? Oh my god. What? Your queen spawned to the right of my 2
Yeah.
pylons. Alright, I don't think building a wall is the way to go.
Right, I think the force fields were good.
Yeah.
The force fields are good. Can we? Is it possible
think-
to?
I don't think it's possible to like both. I think we have to leave the game.
Oh,
to...
okay. You want to try it one more time? Try a triangle force field.
Sure. Let me try that one more time.
Okay. No, that was. I wasn't even clicking it on the right side. The queen just popped up on the right side. Like this queen's like, man, forget that. I'm a queen. I'm just gonna step over these pylons and force field and all these probes.
That was crazy.
Alright, so let's give this one more try, and see if See if there's anything that could be. I mean, like I said, we're not saying that patience, because we have the luxury of playing out the situation many times. We're not saying that patience did this wrong, but we're just looking at what other possibilities could have been.
We're exploring the Nidus Swarm.
Exactly, we're exploring this interesting play, and what could have happened.
I think this time I'll try the way Patience did it one more time, with the probes on the right and the force fields on the left, and just try to time it better. If that would have worked.
Yeah, I think you pulled the units at a right time. Like your probes were there, in position. Although you didn't have any probes on the right side because you had the.
Yeah, the buildings fucked me up.
Oh lord.
So there's building around the Nidus is not the right play apparently. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so I'm gonna warp in 2 sentries, bring the probes to the right, and see if I can stop anything.
Try to put the force fields in a triangle, right? Because look, you see the robo. There's a robo, the pylon, and the gateway. If you can put basically just build a triangle between all those buildings around the Nidus. You'll see, right? Because I think the force field half of it has to be on the Nidus, and then so
I think the force field definitely needs to be on the Nidus.
Yeah, you give it a try. I'm ready.
Right. I'm gonna try with 2 sentries. Oh, come on, probes. Oh no! No! God damn it!
I think it's possible. I think your probes just weren't in the right position.
Man.
Also, you didn't have enough energy because you only had 2 sentries, right?
Yeah, I was trying to do it with 2 sentries. Like
see,
one more time.
Okay, Monroe in chat says you can space out the probes and hold position them around the Nidus.
Really?
And block it from unloading. Also, we have 7 viewers right now, which is pretty surprising.
Wait, Mick Monroe, do you want to get in here? Do you think you can do it?
Mick Monroe says you need a lot of probes.
Like a natural's worth of probes? Let me open your stream, Travis. Is it April Terran?
Travis Yang.
Travis Yang. Let's see. Big Brain StarCraft.
Big Brain StarCraft featuring Astrea and April Terran. I feel like I should probably put some in here like WCS Premiere Astrea so people know.
Yes.
Alright, you want to get Monroe in here? Let's get Monroe in this lobby at least.
Did he say yes? I didn't.
He messaged me. He said, "Can I explore your Nidus swarm?"
I was thinking that sounded sexual. What's happening? But I wasn't gonna say anything.
All right, we're bringing in resident sleeper Zerg expert Mick Meme Row. He is becoming quite the celebrity in the StarCraft streaming scene.
Quite the meme.
Quite the expert. But no, Monroe is actually a really great player, and he's a decent person.
He's made Challenger, right?
Don't believe so. He's come super close. He's come super close, like many times. And yeah, unfortunate brackets, but no, Monroe's he's a rising rising star
and a rising meme.
Rising meme.
ZVZ, unlucky.
ZVZ, yeah. He's had to play game time like so many times for their qualifying match, I think.
Alright, Monroe, you want to play the protoss? Protoss is... Monroe is Elazer, oh no, sorry. I guess I'll be...
Alright, let me... Monroe is Protoss.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna look at that Reddit post afterward.
All right, you
Alright.
you want me
Well-
to just do it again, just like, and you just try it?
Huh?
Do we want Monroe? Okay, you want Monroe to try? Okay, let's let Monroe try.
You know what we can do is change the game speed lower.
Can you do that?
I think that's the thing.
I think you can do it as a ref. Once you have to pause the game.
Okay, let's.
We actually might
me
not
see.
be able to. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, I'll just let him try.
All right.
Are you ready?
All right, am I the Zerg?
No, I'll be the Zerg.
Okay.
Or you want to be the? You've been being the Zerg.
Wow, thanks. I've got some consistency in unloading this Nidus.
Go.
Does Monroe know,
Alright.
know the warp in 2 centuries?
We'll see. All right, let's see if Monroe can do this shit.
Oh, he's going for the flank.
Oh, there's no way. It's not gonna happen. There's no way. There's no way. No.
Oh wait!
Wait,
Oh, it's
what?
working! It's working!
What?
Oh my God,
What?
Monroe! He did it! The
let
man's
you-
a savage! He
You
did
can
it!
do that?
He did it! Wow!
Holy shit! Okay,
That's
he let two. He let two queens.
He
in.
did it!
Oh my gosh!
Okay, granted, he still loses just because the probes die,
Right.
but okay,
Okay.
so now we know it's
Wow.
possible. We know it's that is a method.
What?
But I mean, if you think about it, that makes sense, right? Because the probes are in hold position, so nothing can move the probes, right?
Wow.
Nice.
Oh
I
my!
raise.
Hey Jay, Jay, come go watch the stream, Jay.
What stream?
My,
Twitch.tv/Lord Timorous.
No, slash Travis
As
Yang.
he's losing to Rob for the 8th game in a row.
Travis Yang, where Max and I are doing.
Yes, that stream.
Oh Lord.
Oh gosh.
What stream?
Lord Timorous.
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay. Why don't we end the episode?
All right. So in conclusion, so let's break it down. Let's just go over this game again, just from the beginning. So pretty, I guess, standard game, right? No really early pressure from either player. We talked about scouting. Patience could have scouted a little better. Perhaps, send that Phoenix back in after the initial scout. Neither player really did anything wrong. They're great players and they were just kind of doing their own thing. But yeah, so when it came down to the play that ended the game, part of it was Patience having his units out of position at the 3rd, losing them, not recalling them, or shading them back in, and that Nidus play, which I think on the fly he did his best attempt. But now maybe if Patience watches this episode, he'll know that if he puts the probes on hold position, like God Monroe, then
right.
nothing will come out.
That's so godly.
Right. So there we go.
Okay.
But anyways, so yeah, this was just a pilot episode. I'm sure we'll be doing more of these in the future. Maybe with Astrea, maybe with Race, or even with Monroe, just so we have like an expert for each race.
Even with Lord Timorous.
Jesus. But anyway, so yeah, just a summary. The goal of the show is just to kind of provide a different take on going over replays and pro games, trying to just provide a little more analysis, a little more stuff that might be interesting looking at a replay. So, but yeah, that's it. So thank you, Max, for joining me, and thank you guys for watching.
Shout out to Monroe.
Shout out to Monroe, special guest Monroe, dropping the knowledge. Special guest Rays for dropping some guy. But anyways, yeah. So hopefully we'll be doing more of these throughout the end of the week. Maybe we'll try to put them on YouTube and have a schedule or something. But yeah, just stay tuned.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
Who knows? Find out next time
Nobody
on
knows.
Big Brain StarCraft. All right. Bye bye.